And I wanted to jump into this early since we all saw it. We got to break down Alien Romulus, dog.
You want to do a whole breakdown, or
we got to get in depth with it, bro.
Spoilers, because it's been out long enough.
Heavy spoilers. It's like 2 weeks old now.
Yeah, no, it was an excellent movie just to start with.
Excellent film.
Shocker for me. I wasn't a huge Alien fan. I guess I would say so. I went into this with no expectations. So for me, it just was an overall good movie. But I heard the tie-ins, of course, because thanks for the guys like New Rock Stars and all them guys like that on YouTube that do the deep dives that tie it into all the different films that it's even like Prometheus and things like that. It was tying it into. But Romulus itself, just overall as a movie, was excellent.
Great film, dog.
Yeah, man.
So, who was your favorite character?
Andy.
Android. The android? I like the android, too.
Yeah.
No, the girl that survived was hard, too, yo.
It's Andy, man.
She was hard, yo.
Andy's ability to play both that one kind of like docile brother android that was built to just be the brother of the main character. And then to switch over to the one that was like the military style.
Yeah, the military one was sketchy,
android,
bro.
His ability to
You saw
do
when he
was,
closed the door and dude, like, yo, if he don't make it, he don't make it. Yo, we gotta keep
He's like,
going,
what you mean?
yo.
Leave somebody behind?
Oh, man, said I made the exact calculation this time.
He was
correctly.
snarky too, yo. That's I like that. I like a snarky.
Nah, he was definitely acting, yo. He was a good android, yo.
Nah, it was good overall setup too. Only thing that had me, and New Rock Stars pointed this out, because I was thinking about it a little bit in the movie. This is the nitpicky kind of thing. When they came in on the ship and they see that hole through the ground, how did they miss that alien that was in the sky? Nobody just happened to take a little quick glance up.
It was an alien in the sky?
Yes, it was an alien up there, the one that they had killed originally.
It was kind of dark in them spots, yo. If you wasn't looking around, it might be in there, yo.
You talking about the one that was tied up, right?
That was tied up.
I thought they noticed it. I didn't realize
they didn't notice it until they cut the lights on, essentially, almost.
Gotcha.
It's like, ain't no way you wouldn't have seen that gigantic monster. Or something up there.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't notice it was a monster, but you see an outline of something up there. They never looked up there. But that's nitpicky. That's mad nitpicky.
No, why did they run up on the android dude when she went to go serve her papers to try to get off the planet? I didn't understand that. That was the one scene. They could tell he was an android.
I mean, they probably, once they start picking with him, they could tell.
You talking about the friends?
Yeah.
No, this was when she went to go try to pay her way out.
Oh, you talking about
and he left her there.
I mean, they off in a similar area, so they probably
they recognize.
Oh, they probably knew him.
They
probably knew him. Oh, all right.
Got him, caught him slipping, and they just bullied him a little bit into a little bit of malfunctioning.
Yeah. Yo, no, I hated the guy that brought the lady back onto the ship after the alien was on her face.
Or we just gonna do
let's do a breakdown.
All right.
So we want to go with it.
I guess to start off, so we're on this. What was the name of the planet? That's the thing. I don't remember the name of the planet.
I don't know. Saturn.
That's why I was saying. Do we have to do a breakdown, or do we just want to do favorite parts?
Favorite parts.
Well, go ahead. What's your favorite part?
So, first off, Zay, you was right, yo. The CGI and that was on the money. Like the practical effects and stuff like was crazy. Like, and you said they did a great job of making full future believable.
Yeah.
And they did enough without doing too much, if you get what I'm saying. Like, because sometimes they try to it'd be like just too many variables. They like Rebel Moon. They just was throwing random stuff at us. Like, yo, nobody knows what's going on right now. Like, yo, keep it concise.
They made a director's cut of that. That's a sidebar. That's like a little bit longer. I may watch that because it may be better than
it could be, but it was a lot going on in that. It wasn't.
Movie.
I mean, it's watchable.
I didn't like it. It's not watchable.
It's watchable. It's watchable to me. But anyway, back to Alien again. The CGI crazy. Like that scene when at the end when the ship is about to crash into the ring of the what looked like Saturn planet, and my bad, that was a work.
Gotcha. You need to take a pause?
No. But yeah, that scene was crazy. They did a great job of building suspense in the movie. Like it was scary to me. Everything was like they kept the intensity up. It was very tense watching it.
Yeah.
Like when they was in that room and all them joints, it got warm in there and they all started coming out, yo. Like
yeah,
they was in the water. Oh yeah, and back to I hated that dude, dog. That like when the alien latched on the girl face, yo, you gotta leave her there, yo. Like I'm sorry, yo.
That's
like,
what messed everything up.
Y'all want to survive or not, yo?
That's what messed
And it was on her for so long. It's like clearly something happened, bro.
And them going into that room, not looking around a little bit, like maybe checking to see why those things were even plugged up.
Yeah.
You just gonna take them out of there. But they was kids. They was young. They was young
Yeah.
kids. We're in like
Yeah, they had to be
Nah,
because
they was
maybe
young
like
adults. They wasn't
young
kids.
adults age.
One of
They're
the
still
chicks
gonna be
was-
dumb,
one of the chicks was
overzealous.
pregnant, yeah.
They're gonna be overzealous with it though, because they was trying to get off that planet. That was the main thing. They was just trying to get off.
Yeah, they wasn't trying to end up like their parents.
Yeah, end up in the mine to die essentially. So no, it was like you said. That scene was frustrating. I think one of my favorite scenes had to be probably between when they cut the gravity off and she got the dumping on the monsters. That was a cold scene to me. I enjoyed
yeah,
that.
flying,
a lot.
floating through the acid.
Yeah. And that was something, her dad had programmed this android to just tell dad jokes. He just happened to tell one about the
Yeah.
gravity, fortunately, at that right time.
They had a lot of
They was
tough
about to get
gravity
cooked.
scenes because low key that scene was mad long. That was like 20 minutes of gravity flotation.
Yeah, I
because
enjoyed
when they
that.
was going up the main shaft at the end, and then the gravity cut off, and he came down and was shooting the alien. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is crazy right now,
Yeah,
yo.
so that scene was cool. And then probably, of course, them thinking to have like that hybrid version. Just
Yeah.
introducing us to that
he
hybrid
was mad
version
scary,
like that.
yo.
Horrifying.
Yeah, yo, he looked like the old manager at Target, yo. I want to say his name so bad, yo. He looked just like, yo. If I seen that nigga in the dark, yo, I'd be scared as I don't know what, bro.
You can't put him out there, man.
Nah, he was definitely extra creepy. I just don't know how the lady didn't die having that though. Like she had him, and then he grew really quick, and it was an acid wound. Like I was confused.
I'm pretty sure she would have, essentially, but the black goo that she put into her system it kept her going.
And shout out you on that too, because I'm sorry. Can I drop your name on this? But yeah, yeah. She definitely took that. That's probably what kept her alive during that
That's the only
process.
thing
So that
kept
was
her
good
alive.
thinking. Yeah.
Because she would have been dead as a mug. And that it just sucked because if they would have just watched that video for a little bit longer where the rat was that they injected it into, they would have clearly saw it.
Yeah,
It turned
bro.
into
Watch
a
30 more
horrific
seconds
monster.
of the video, bro.
Don't put that in your bloodline.
Was she about to turn into something? No, that's what I thought. I thought she was going to be the
I'm
last
assuming
monster.
because of how. So he synthesized somehow I guess that liquid, and it was supposed to just kind of change the DNA structure, but I think it just reverted back to whatever it was, where it was just trying to give birth. So it went straight to the baby. I don't think it really it went to her to just help the baby. I don't think it really went to her to do anything else. Like it didn't really make her anything. It just
Okay.
turned the baby into the halfling.
Yeah, my man took 6 seconds to get 37 years old,
Yeah.
bro.
He was like 12 feet tall.
Yo, that was mad sketchy, bro.
Horrific.
Yeah.
Great job though. It's a great film,
The
man.
funniest part is it's a real dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think watching that behind the scenes clip on X, formerly known as Twitter, is where I was like, damn, this is impressive. Like he was interacting with the director at the time, and they was trying to get him to do the movements right. I mean, cold. I enjoy stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it just and the storyline was really good. It kept you intrigued. You were really like on the edge of your seat, trying to figure out if they was going to get to that utopia that they were trying to get to, and it didn't work.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I would have been scared on the set, yo, if that guy looked like that, like on the movie set, bro.
Definitely, if you show up a little
His
early,
costume looked like that.
or
Yeah.
you leaving the set a
He
little
probably be
early on
messing
that
with
day.
people after the
definitely
shot,
messing with people. I
chasing
would
people
definitely-
around.
I would definitely
Not
do that.
moving the arms and chasing people would be mad scary, bro. Yo.
How'd they even have him positioned like that? It didn't even look like he was like fully. So I guess how they had him like kind of to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
Like so they had him like in.
He
something.
looked like yo, that was in the what was that movie when it was the big woman in the basement, yo? And remember it was like an underground thing under the house. It came out like a
Horror
year
movie.
ago.
Terrible movie, but yeah, I remember that one.
That was your cousin. That was definitely your cousin from that movie. And forgive me, you know what movie, Zay?
Nah.
You didn't see this one.
I
This is
can't
one
remember what
we
it's
def-
called. God damn.
We caught that in the movies. I can't remember what it was called either. The
the
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
Third parties in the back. Let's go. Yeah, no, that was good.
Clutch.
But yeah, anything else on Romulus Day?
I mean, for the most part, I thought it was really solid. They had took like the last few joints and kind of. I mean, we talked about we like Prometheus. Some people don't like it. Some people love it. This one was set in between the first Alien Aliens, which was kind of cool. So their timeline is kind of a little bit all over the place, but if you kind of follow it, it's pretty cool to see that piece in between Sigourney Weaver coming back and all that type of stuff. But one of the best things was that the practical effects mixed with the CGI just off of storyline stuff. Visually, how the movie looked, the sound design, the cinematography, stuff like that. Like, it was really well directed, which I appreciate, especially for a movie like that, because sometimes you got to show a little, which leaves a lot to the imagination, and then sometimes you show a lot to overwhelm and stuff like that. But it was really, really well crafted, just visually and sonically.
How'd y'all see
And
it?
I appreciate it.
Regular theater?
I went to
saw it
IMAX.
regular. I wanted to see it in IMAX.
I saw
but it
IMAX.
regular.
Yeah, we saw it IMAX.
I sat in a weird angle though. I shouldn't have. I was like in the front because I just don't like being near people in the theater. It was like I like having the theater to myself. But I'm like I should have shot at the top. Not that it was like probably like the fifth row, but I was like on the all far left, like the closest to
We was
the
at
part
the
where you
top.
walk down the steps. So.
Dead center, top. Middle,
Dead center is a
all the way
is a
at the
good place
top,
to be.
Dead center. So
That scene when they finally hit the rings, the whole
Fire,
build
bro.
up right before it, and then when it actually happened, and how she had to try to survive that joint, and just how it looked. Like I was telling Mike, like it reminded me of like Alien mixed with like Star Trek in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like how they did it, and a lot of that, like I said, because it wasn't straight all CGI and stuff like that. To my knowledge, it made it look just better overall. You could tell.
Felt real.
You could tell. Yeah, you could tell when a movie's all CGI. Like when you watch a Marvel movie, it's like all CGI, and it doesn't. Even if you think the movie is good or not, it feels kind of like lifeless and weightless in a lot of ways. But that movie, you could feel like more of the stuff. So yeah,
They spent some cheese. They had to.
I don't think it was absurd though. They did it.
That set looked
When you
amazing.
use practical effects and they managed the funds appropriately, and they didn't have a bunch of like big time actors in it.
Yeah.
You can come out with a movie that don't run your pockets crazy.
Yeah. And a good sidebar, the Android dude, I just happened to be watching something about the first Alien film last night. It's on Amazon Prime. I'm gonna send it to you. It's like a thing that like goes into how the film was built, who wrote it, like the whole story of the directors and writers and all that good stuff before the film came to fruition. But in the original film, that Android guy was in there, the one with the plan that gave the plan to the other guy.
Yeah,
he
that's
was
what
in
you're talking about.
That's why there was people. There was a
I didn't know that though.
There was a
'cause, you know,
controversy about like deep fakes and whether you should bring them back. I think, but his family said it was fine. But some people get a little weird about that type of stuff. But it's like,
yeah, I think
That's
I
what it
did
is.
hear in one of the breakdowns. It wasn't necessary. It was like, it was the wife's side of the family that had approved it, and also it was a little bit of like,
Oh, he passed away.
yeah.
did
okay.
they want
I
to
didn't know
have
that.
him in it?
That's not the
But
first. And they
I
did
think
it.
it worked though. That was
Nah,
No, it was good.
He
It
was good in that.
Yeah, he
joint.
was
Yeah.
good. They did it in Star Wars before, but Star Wars looked terrible when they did it. Like y'all seen the recent ones when they brought back some of the people from the past. I think like that newer trilogy, with Kylo Ren and all
Oh,
that type
yeah,
of
yeah,
stuff.
Oh,
They
yeah,
had
yeah,
a bunch
yeah.
of people back, and it looked like a video game in real life.
Star
It was
Wars,
kinda-
the
it was
movies
kinda
got
weird when
kind
they
of
did
it got kind of.
I wasn't feeling it as much.
I've watched all of the movies, and it was a rough ride for a lot of those. It was.
Yeah.
It was a rough ride, man. And the shows, I fell off, man. I gotta get back onto the shows.
Yep.
I think the last thing I really watched with the Star Wars shows was like Mandalorian type joints, and that was it
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
even
a
the
minute
last
ago.
season of Mandalorian. It was the season before the last season, so I gotta catch up. I'm behind.
Yeah.